Last time on The Walking Dead, we were scared out of our minds. We were in a graveyard, and we thought that they were just walkers. But then one of them had a mask to look like a walker, and it was a person underneath. So there are people who are pretending to be walkers. That just changes so many things. I have so many things in my head right now.
Michonne made it to Hilltop with the new group. We know things were going on with Michonne from the past. Got to see Henry kind of making his way with the apprenticeship, and then he met some teens who
were up to no good.
Bad influences. After he realizes he has no shot right now with Enid, but he might have a new girl who likes him.
We're gonna see what kind of girl she is, because he might not like her. His teens are up to no good. They were playing with a walker, which I get that they don't really consider it a person and all that, but it is kind of messed up to do that. So, but Henry's in trouble. He basically got kind of like under lockdown for a little bit. So they do have a system of law and order now.
But the big moment that we were kind of waiting for, well, one of the big moments was Rosita woke up and
that was scary because she was like, they don't know what they're dealing with. I have to get out there. So that was just a moment of urgency that creeped me out.
And they found Eugene. Jesus and Daryl found Eugene, and then it kind of turned into Michael Jackson's Thriller as they walked into the graveyard a little bit. Very horror movie-ish.
Really scary. It was very scary, and it was even scary when they found Eugene, because he's like, the walkers have circled back like 3 times looking for me, and we know walkers don't do that.
Yeah.
So that was even a scary moment. And I don't know, I'm kind of wondering would it have been better if they just let us believe till the end of the episode that these were just some sort of, evolved, developed walkers? Or do you think it's good that they went ahead and let us know these are real people pretending to be walkers?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I think they could have held it off another episode and let us wonder a little bit longer.
And then also Negan is now apparently out. Somebody left the window. Not the window open, the door open.
Out, but in like an escaped convict kind of way, not like in a revealing a secret kind of way.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And then of course the climax of the show, of the episode, was you are where you shall not belong. This is what Jesus heard from a talking walker. But
we now know it's not.
But also Jesus is gone. He has been stabbed in the back, and it looks like he is not going to make it.
I was not happy about that.
So that brings us to, how do you feel? You're not happy about that, but how do you feel about Jesus right now?
I mean, I think that Jesus died for our sins. Okay, so Jesus is like, I feel like I've always felt like weirdly like they kind of didn't utilize Jesus enough in the show, because even though they did, I feel like there's different things they could have done with him, or more they could have done. So if he is gone, I'm going to kind of be bummed, because I feel like we're just now getting to where we would have seen his full potential in the show.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I'm sad that Jesus is gone. It just sort of happened, and it was more of a shocking death. It's sad, and but I feel like it could have been sadder had we got to know Jesus pretty well. I'm not saying we didn't.
It's just that like they were having him take Maggie's place while Maggie was away at another community. And I feel like he was only just starting to kind of accept that and grow into that role, and we would have seen a lot of interesting things from him. So I don't like if he's gone when we could have been about to see some change or growth, or some kind of new sides of him revealed or something. I don't know. Jesus
was a B character that had potential to be a solid A character, but they just never went that route. I don't feel like he had any... I mean, yeah, he had some good storylines. He had some good, decent storylines. But I feel like they could have been better. I just feel like they did not. There's something about it that they missed something with him. I'm not sure what it was, but they just missed something with him. He needed some... He had a good connection with Maggie. He had that storyline. And then,
he could have been like the new Maggie partner, except that I think they said he was gay. I can't remember for sure.
He was. He is. Yeah.
But I almost feel like that was kind of like inconsequential in the show, so it didn't really. You kind of
Yeah, it didn't matter. Just part of who he is. Yeah.
And not that I want to replace Glenn, but I'm just saying that at first I thought there was something there. But anyway, yeah,
It
I
was
feel
just a
like they
good
could have
friendship.
done some more with him. So if he is gone, it's like, okay, we did get to know Jesus a lot, but at the same time, we didn't quite see everything we could have seen from that character.
He became the voice of reason a bit of the show. He was trying to talk sense into both Maggie and then earlier with Morgan. He was trying to talk sense into them and kind of being the voice of reason, being the moral compass. He kind of took on that role a little bit. I felt like earlier he was a little more gung ho with like let's take him out, like in season 6 or so. Yeah, it was 6. But then he kind of became, which I preferred him being in that the more humanitarian role. Yeah, but we never really got to see him truly lead. He was put in the leadership role he didn't want to be. So
He didn't, but you know, the people that don't want to lead are a lot of times the best leaders because they're not seeking it. They're not trying to be the one making the decisions and be in charge and get the glory. They're just living their lives and making good decisions quietly, and then people want them to lead because of that.
yeah,
They stay more humble. So he probably would have been a really good leader because of not seeking it out.
yeah. It sounded like they were trying to make a good like friendship go between him and Aaron, but again, it was just in one episode really quickly. They kind of slapped that in there. I feel like just to I don't know. I almost feel like it was just sort of thrown in there to have so we could have characters have a connection to him. But
almost like we're gonna get rid of him, so we want to make you feel something for a minute before we get rid of him.
Right. I don't really like it when they do that. I know he was been around for a while, but you can be a character that's been around for a while, but not really get. I don't know. Like I said, he had some good storylines. He was a great character. I loved his character, but it just was. I feel like it was underutilized.
I do too.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Tell us if you think that, or maybe you feel like they utilized him well. I don't know.
Maybe it's because he didn't, outside of the introduction, he didn't really have many. Did he have a lot of storylines with Rick and Daryl outside of the opening when his introduction? I feel like when you don't have a lot of interactions with Daryl and Rick, you're not part of the A storyline. I don't know. You're part of the B storyline.
Yeah,
so.
if you're always stuck in B, it's harder.
Yeah, it's hard to get out of that role. So I don't know. But again, rip Jesus. It was a shocking death. It was But okay, let's go back to you predicted that it was going to be probably somebody dressed up, and not an actual.
Exactly dressed up. But I thought the trick, the camouflage trick where you put the walker guts on you and you stumble around and you act like a walker so that you can get away. So I didn't know as far as they went with this. I thought that it was either walkers evolving and changing and the virus is changing and that would be scary. Or that it was people using that camouflage trick just to kind of get from point A to point B. We got to get to this other city. Let's join the herd and follow them and that's it. Like, I didn't think of people sort of living among walkers and acting like putting that much into it, like having masks to look like walkers and like actually living that way rather than just getting from point A to point B.
Yeah, right.
So taking it a lot further than I thought, but I'm very intrigued to see where that goes. And it's really interesting to see the different ways that people have adapted to this world. Like some people are making communities like the Kingdom or Hilltop, and then other people are like, let's dress up like the walkers and join them, So it's just a weird take on how to live in this world.
You said it was you were disappointed too about, well, not disappointed, but thought it might be better if they didn't reveal it right away.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. I hate waiting for stuff. I'm so impatient, but at the same time, they could have let us believe a little bit longer that it was like just creepy walkers that, the virus is evolving. Because when they showed us the guy in the mask, it was like, oh my gosh, that's creepy too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I could have seen a benefit to letting us believe that just a little bit longer.
Probably because you wanted that storyline a little bit more, that it was evolving walkers as opposed to people dressing up as walkers, or you are wearing the walker
I kind of wanted them equally because the walkers evolving thing is creepy, but what do you do with that? Like,
right.
all they could do is watch the walkers to find out the new behaviors and adapt how they act. Right? Like there's not a lot to do with that storyline. Now, new people dressed up as walkers, there's a lot you can do with that storyline.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I wanted that storyline more. I just thought they were both equally interesting. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I would have liked it to go on another episode just so I could keep wondering, like, ooh, that's creepy. What's it gonna be?
But also remember, it left off. They're all still out there. They're still in the fog. They're still surrounded. So that part of it is not over yet. So we don't know what could happen. We just know that there's at least one person dressed up as a walker. So we don't know. We're assuming more because they're all whispering to each other. But anyway, yeah, they're all still out there. Also,
Yeah, and we don't know how many of that herd were real walkers. Is it a few people mixed into the group, or is the herd primarily those people? Who knows?
yes, exactly. Do you have any thoughts about Negan getting out? A little change of subject there, but do you have any like predictions or any like? I find it very intriguing myself. Like, what is he? I mean, where's he gonna go? It's like, is he just gonna like? I mean, it's not like, he's a strong character. I'm sure he's a survivalist, so I don't think he's afraid of leaving Alexandria and fending for himself for a while. Of course, he doesn't have his pride and joy right now, but so what are your thoughts?
I don't think he's going to like escape.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to be like wandering around the town, enjoying the freedom and being like, oh, look how, I don't know. I really don't see him escaping in a, I want to get out of this world kind of way. Like I want to go off on my own and do other things because he knows what it's like. And he's had 6 years to see this community from, being locked up from a cell. And so he sees that the community is a good place to live, right? I mean, he sees that people are happy, everything's going well. So he may not actually want to get away. He may just want to kind of enjoy the sights and, live it up a little bit. So I could see him using his escape to kind of like go into houses and like, I don't know, eat snacks and see what kind of entertainment they have going on now. I mean, I know they don't have TV and stuff, but people have records. People have, I don't know. I could see him just kind of trying to live it up or something.
Yeah. What would you rather see? Would you rather see him get caught and put back in jail? Or would you rather see him stay out and join the group as one of them? Or would you rather see him escape and go on being Negan, the bad guy, and he starts another war?
I want Negan to be good, and I would like him to join the group and just be a productive member of society. Isn't that the point of the prison system? It's supposed to reform him and make him become a productive member of society.
That's right.
So I think that's what we should see. I think that Negan should be out and, digging the potatoes and carrying water from the well and all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever they do to keep their civilization going, Negan should be out there doing it. It could be like a work release program.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of like that. He's there's probably going to be some controversy, but it would be nice to see him. I think he could really contribute, a good contributor, and really help out the group. Mm-hmm. He's done his time. What do you rate this
6
episode?
years is a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he did do horrible things. Like, if he did that stuff in, like, our world, he'd be in jail forever. I mean, I'm not saying 6 years is long enough. But I'm just saying, in this world, like, if he's changed, I don't know. I want to see him as a character, not just somebody stuck in a cell.
What would you rate this episode?
9.75. It was up there for me.
That was really good. 9.5. I think it was 9.75. The whole episode I think was really good. I mean, of course there was some build up at the beginning, but I think you needed that. Those are important scenes. But yeah, the horror vibe going on, the spooky scariness, the fog, the rescuing Eugene, all those things worked, and I really like those shots of Jesus. They did give him some of his best fighting moments at the end with the cinematic, very kung fu superhero shot. So I mean, I feel like probably the actor was like, hey, if I'm going to go out, can I get like some really good shots, right here? I always wanted to do a flip in the air. Could I get a flip in the air real quick?
Yeah, let me go out with like glory.
Yeah, let me go out with glory. So anyway, well, so that wraps that episode up. Are you ready
So
for the?
we're going to be on episode 9. Is
Yeah.
that right? So we are going into episode 9. This was 8. We're doing 9 next because we know how to count.
Mhm.
And you should join us and hit subscribe so you can join us forever and we can be besties. And leave us a comment because we like hearing from you.
Mhm.
We need your comments because then we don't have to talk to each other.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, we'll see you on episode 9. Also, if you'd like to check out early access and our uncut watch-alongs, check out our memberships. We really appreciate everyone that's become a member and wants to watch us. We appreciate your all support. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.